Long ago, in the land of Egypt, a people cried out for freedom. They were slaves, bound by chains, broken by labor, yet unshaken in faith. Among them rose a man chosen by destiny, a man whose name would echo through eternity: Moses. This is the story of his epic stand against Pharaoh, a battle not fought with armies, but with plagues, miracles, and the very hand of God. For 400 years, the Israelites toiled in Egypt. They built Pharaoh's monuments, worked his fields, and endured the whip of overseers. Their cries for deliverance rose like incense to the heavens. And then God remembered his covenant. A deliverer was born, Moses, a child hidden from Pharaoh's deadly decree, raised in the palace of the enemy, yet destined to bring Egypt to its knees. One day, in the wilderness, Moses came upon a sight that would change his destiny forever. A bush engulfed in flames, yet not consumed. From within the fire came a voice: "Moses, Moses, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Go to Pharaoh and tell him, 'Let my people go.'" Trembling, Moses resisted, but God armed him with signs, wonders, and his very name: "I am that I am." Pharaoh stood in the golden halls of Pharaoh's court, his staff in hand, his brother Aaron by his side. He spoke the command of the Almighty: "Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, let my people go." But Pharaoh's heart was hard. He laughed, scoffed, and with arrogance declared, "Who is the Lord, that I should obey him? Israel will not go free." The stage was set. The battle between a tyrant and the living God had begun. And then Egypt trembled. The Nile River, source of life, turned to blood. Fish died, the water stank, and the land reeled in horror. But Pharaoh's heart remained stone. Then came frogs, swarming through homes, ovens, and beds. Next, gnats and flies devoured the land. Livestock perished in the fields. Boils broke out on the skin of man and beast. A storm of hail rained down fire from the heavens, shattering crops and trees. Locusts swept in like a living storm, devouring everything green. Darkness covered Egypt for 3 days, thick, suffocating, unbreakable. Yet Pharaoh defied the God of Israel until the final plague, the death of the firstborn. On that night, Egypt wailed with grief as every home felt the sting of judgment. But the Israelites, under the blood of the Lamb, were spared. Crushed by sorrow, Pharaoh finally relented. "Go, leave Egypt and worship your God." With haste, the Israelites gathered their families, their herds, and their unleavened bread. Guided by Moses, over 600,000 men, with women and children, began the great march to freedom. For the first time in centuries, the people of Israel walked not as slaves, but as a nation. But Pharaoh's pride returned. With fury, he unleashed his chariots upon the fleeing slaves. Trapped between the Red Sea and Egypt's armies, the Israelites despaired. But Moses lifted his staff high, and the sea itself split apart. Walls of water rose to the heavens, and a path of dry land stretched before them. Israel crossed, step by step, through the heart of the sea. When Pharaoh's armies pursued, the waters crashed back with thunder, burying chariots and horsemen beneath the waves. Egypt's might was drowned, and Israel was free. From a burning bush to the parted sea, from plagues of judgment to songs of deliverance, the Exodus stands as one of history's greatest epics. Moses, the reluctant shepherd, became the voice of God to a nation. Pharaoh, the king of the world's greatest empire, was brought low, and Israel, once slaves, became a people chosen to carry the promise of God. The Exodus is not just history, it is the eternal reminder that no chain is unbreakable, no empire invincible, and no cry for freedom unheard.